Hello, everybody. We are back in this high place to do a little bit more streaming since last time we cut short due to a long day.
A long day and started late due to some faulty internet.
So let's see, what were we even doing? Okay, we were putting this in.
We had just gotten here. Did we put the MILA down?
Yep, we put the MILA down.
Okay, so then I guess we were gonna go back to talk to Tinker Tom.
Now we've also got a thing to go and clear out hostiles at the Randolph.
Hostiles.
Yes, at the Randolph Safe House, which is over at Dunwich Borers.
How's about that?
Which, yeah, I don't think we actually have to explore the place. We just need to clear out the front door. So we've already been here, so it should be...
Clear out the front door. I love it.
Yep, since we've already been there.
I don't know, honey. I think that there might not be anybody joining us tonight.
Nah, it could be. It's
Could
Saturday
be
night.
the case. It's a Saturday night. I don't have high expectations.
Yeah. But I figured just kind of keep things rolling.
But
Yeah. We only ended up
be
with...
rolling.
Yeah, we only ended up with 4 episodes out of that stream on Wednesday. I was like, oh, there'd be kind of a gap next week then. Oh no, my alcohol is worn off.
You barely started.
I know. And man, I've got
There you go. Down to 17% battery charge on my Garmin.
Yes. So, okay, there we go. I'm actually, and I'm overburdened unless I'm drunk, so.
Well, good reason to keep yourself shit-faced.
Oh, wait, no, they're looking for me to go inside the building, so this will be a fun trip back down memory lane.
Sniper rifle.
Yeah, you're right. Sometimes I don't use the right tool for the job.
You know, when you sit there and you start thinking that everything is a hammer, then all of the things look like nails.
Okay.
All the tools look like nails. It is too early in the night. I should not have gotten that one backwards.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry. I'm just concentrating, trying to get a beat on this raider as they are moving back and forth,
Come on out.
trying to figure out where I am.
Quick. You can trust me.
No,
No sign of him now.
I can't trust you.
There we go. Stupid moving targets. Don't they know they're just supposed to stand still until I shoot them? I love that they're wearing hard hats.
with lights.
Someone's coming.
Crotch shot.
So, I admire their safety consciousness.
But do they really think that you can't see their lights?
Okay, you guys are, being completely obnoxious about this.
Okay, that was just a bad shot.
Only a fucking coward hides.
Oh no.
I don't think we're alone.
Wait a second. Can't you just get back up?
I think that's a different guy. I hope, at least. Because otherwise he used your stim pact. Motherfucker.
Which is usually punishable by death. How am I missing so many of these shots?
You're not taking the time you need for,
They
and
also
they are
keep-
just, they happen to move perfectly?
No need to hide. Something out there.
Let's see. Like this guy who just keeps shifting in awkward ways. Okay, that one was my fault. I think they're still in the wildly shooting vaguely in my direction method.
There's somebody else on that stairwell that you just knocked.
When in doubt.
Well, you got him for a reason.
Okay, can't quite range the other side of the quarry, but
Think they're gone for good.
that was just over his shoulder. That should have helped.
What's
I
that?
take a certain amount of pleasure in shooting some of them.
That was to the side.
Yeah, I thought it was going to move in that direction.
Come on out. Nice and quick. Someone's coming.
So they are.
One more good shot.
Hey, we actually have somebody
Oh,
here.
hey, B-Man.
We didn't think anybody was going to come out here since this was kind of a spur of the moment thing.
I don't not admire the safety consciousness of anyone in trying to kill. I think it means I'm.
Yeah.
The Twitch app frustrates me so. Okay, what was messed up, Dave? I
think probably my pleasure in shooting certain people.
Oh, don't get me started.
And now I've gotten impatient with just doing things slow and methodical. So we're just going to run up on some people and shoot them in the face.
Ooh. Well, that is not the right weapon to shoot long range like that.
True, but it helps with their squirrely movement.
Only a fucking coward hides.
As I'm basically disassembling his power armor one piece at a time.
Now, it sounded like somebody was awfully...
A car.
Where'd you go?
Oh, they're actually down here.
Honey, have you posted the video of me singing yet? I think that's probably
Yeah.
video 2 or 3, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
So, tomorrow?
Yeah, one of those times. Sometime. No, probably not tomorrow. Probably on Monday or Tuesday.
Okay, so Monday or Tuesday it should go up.
Oh, we just had a ricochet happen.
Oh, don't worry, he's coming up to you.
Underestimate us again.
And, you know, I'm going to continue to use food. Just because...
Carrot.
Look at this.
Deathclaw steak.
There we go. Just to keep my HP going. And to reduce some of my weight.
That's one way to get out of being overburdened.
Get it? It's one of those few situations where you actually legitimately can.
Left.
Actually, it was to my right.
Damn.
Anyone you walk away from.
Right now the goal is to go into this
We've got to
quarry again.
Yeah, we've got to re-clear the Dunwich Borers.
Because... Who was this for again?
The railroad.
Yeah. Actually, aren't there multiple quarries?
Yeah, there's actually another one. There's the one that we
What,
cleared
with
out.
the Mirelurks?
Yeah, where we fixed the pump. You know, at some point we might have to pay those guys a visit. But we'll see.
Well, we're not going to do it without somebody giving us that as a goal.
Exactly. We don't
I mean,
do anything
we don't
for
do
free.
anything for free, and, you know, damn their nachos.
Oof, I really need some more 5.56 rounds.
You'll have to go to Good Neighbor. They usually have some. Railroad can't can't murder people by themselves.
Sadly, not.
Sadly, you just do a better job.
Yeah.
And they pay you to do it, so, you know. They only like to kill synths. To kind of...
Well, no, they're the ones who are against killing synths.
No. The coursers. Synth coursers.
Oh, yeah. Those guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't
Let's
mean
see.
like actual, like, rank and file synths, you know.
Oh, they've re-established these.
Yay! Good times. There he was, just sitting there trying to enjoy himself a
Hot steaming bowl.
hot
of-
steaming bowl of Gwyneth stew
or whatever.
or whatever.
And then somebody just came and shot the safety helmet right off of his head.
And why are there all survivalists and shit outside? And in here it just seems like there's basic raiders.
These are wasters, so they're actually a couple
Whatever.
tiers up, but
Well, yeah, but they're not survivalists or
yeah, anything really
veterans
dangerous.
or any of that, so... Isn't there anything down that, behind you? Around the corner.
Like a walking target out here.
Pretty much goes back around the same place. Or actually it dead ends.
Okay, well, I was just wondering if there was anything there, because, you know.
Loot.
Well, if everything got reset,
Yeah, true.
loot's loot.
Get some iguana on a stick. Alright. You know, he might have been wearing safety equipment.
Isn't everyone on these wasteland survivalists?
I don't know. It's almost like a Boy Scout merit badge. You've got to earn it somehow.
It's like getting a level up in, you know, actually humorously enough, something I mentioned in my one of my classes was that I'm like, oh, I always wanted to be an underwater basket weaver. They're like, you can make a lot of money doing that. And I'm like, I meant like scuba diving while weaving a basket.
You know, they should. You know, I've heard that MIT actually has a pirate certificate. You can become a certified pirate by taking courses, I think, in sailing, archery, and something else.
Scared, huh?
So there should just be a certification or a like an underwater basket weaving thing.
You know what's funny? Growing up, it was kind of like a running joke about underwater basket weaving.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever they would talk about underwater basket weaving, I was imagining like you were physically underneath the water. that you were actually underwater weaving a basket above. Okay? And that's something I thought about, and I was like, or I guess you could be above water with your hands submerged weaving a basket. I guess that's an option. And then I was like, but then there's the option of being completely submerged and weaving a basket.
Yes. Yeah, and that's obviously so much more, so much preferable.
Underwater basket weaver, the actual fuck, and being an accredited pirate. Oh, come on, B-man. Are you saying that you've never wanted to be an accredited pirate?
I mean, think about it. Be able to actually carry around and saying, be able to say, I am officially a pirate.
I'm officially a pirate. I need to carry around my cutlass and a bullhorned
All right.
shooting device.
Yeah.
What are those called again? The pistol?
Yeah, a pistol.
Well, it's essentially a single-shot pistol.
Yeah, Derringer.
There we go. No, Derringers are short and small. These are long, and they're just a single-shot handgun.
Ooh, I blew his arm off.
I'm law-abiding. Well,
Oh.
I'm not suggesting you would actually go and, like, pirate, you know.
But you'd be
able to wear the entire plumage.
But, you know, I suppose you could always be a...
Maybe you could steal candy. I don't know.
But, yeah, also, then again, if you get a letter of what is it, mark?
Yeah, you could get a letter of marque from the government.
Yeah, then you pirate on the enemies of the government, and it's all official and legal.
See? And it's historic.
Yep. They call.
You could probably actually
Then they call you a privateer instead.
That's true.
It's much more fancy and.
You're still a pirate, but you got the government's blessing, so you're a privateer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and underwater basket weaving, if you haven't heard it, is a derogatory term used to describe supposedly useless education, or, you know, people will say, like, a arts degree or something might as well be in underwater basket weaving.
You might as well be taking a correspondence course in underwater basket weaving because of what kind of job you're going to get on the other end of it.
Yeah.
That's essentially the mentality of the underwater basket weaving thing. Which,
Yeah.
you know, I have to say, getting a job with with a BA and an MA in history has not exactly been lucrative.
Okay. Fair enough, B-Man. You do have a point when you say that what's the point of getting a certification if you can't actually pirate anything?
Yeah, but you get the government to give you an okay and an issue a mark to you. You become a privateer, and you can sit there and you can do privateering against people that are considered the enemy of the state. And you can sit there and pirate other people on your own time.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't. But I mean, I don't think we actually do that anymore. But nobody mentioned that to Donald Trump because next thing you know, he would probably sit there and suggest that.
Maybe we should start privateering against China.
Yeah, or you know that we should have privateers out on the Mexican border. And let's not make any suggestions on that end.
Ah, shit! What if he watches our thread?
Well, if so, that would explain a few things.
Oh, holy God!
Okay.
We're all screwed. He's gonna show up at our door. You're gonna be forced into working in my cabinet. No! And I would say it like that.
Exactly that tone.
It's like, you can't make me do that. Well,
Watch me.
Well, I just think you're the best people.
Yeah. Hey, 2% plus 2% experience gain for for a couple hours eating squirrel stew. Why not?
If he watched the stream.
Okay, so I've got a bunch of crap on me.
I think the part of being a pirate, though, is making a bunch of enemies.
Yeah, that is kind of the point.
That's kind of it goes hand in hand. If he watched the stream, he'd try to pull profit from it and fail miserably. I'll be honest, I don't know that there's enough people watching our live stream.
Yeah.
To make profiting profitable.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to go back to Good Neighbor. And we're going to do a little bit of resupplying.
Yay! Yay!
Getting back.
I'm going to bring Pam back into this.
Yeah.
Crack donuts! Or no, I meant it was cocaine. Cocaine donuts!
Yep.
Yay! God, you know what that makes me want?
Cocaine?
No, just like white powdered donut. You know, just like that powdered sugar donut. Like, my mouth is literally watering at the thought. I don't need it. I don't necessarily even want it. Like, I don't want to ingest it. It's just one of those cases of, it just sounds wonderful. Maybe I need to start, eating cocaine donuts. It worked for Pam.
It's not a recommended weight loss method.
Not recommended weight loss method.
I only test the weapons on customers I don't like.
I'm sure I'd love
Feel free
cocaine.
to browse.
Okay.
I'll take a
We
look.
have Archer
A
season
gun for
6.
every occasion.
We have 5 and 6. Or Vice and 6, which I believe is 5.
Yep. So the question is...
When does Archer 7 come out?
March 28th. Excellent.
Throw that bitch on a wish list. That's right. I said throw Archer, and I called him a bitch. On a wish list.
Let's see. So
They should have a DVD. Or they should have a Blu-ray come out. Scroll down. Usually the Blu-rays come out like a little bit later.
Okay, well in that case I'm not going to worry about it for a bit. So let's see. I got some 5.56 rounds. I'll get some railway spikes.
He can be quite the bitch.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, that's fair, B-Man.
Not using the yellow flight helmet. Okay, I think with that we are... Oh, 50 caliber rounds. Definitely need some of those. So let's see. Trade some of our...
You cannot trade that sentry arm.
Nope, that is for... Don't really need this.
Okay. Frag grenade.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't usually have much for the Molotov cocktails. And I'm not really using this.
Not really excited by the suppressed high-capacity Gauss rifle.
Yeah, so...
Well...
But we're saving the Ripper for...
That's for Curry.
Yep.
What's the next goal in terms of leveling up?
And
What's the most Archer thing we can get at this point?
That is a good question.
That is a fair question.
And I'm trading that Fat Man because I already have one at home. And it's just taking up a lot
Oh,
of
you
weight.
just picked that up somewhere?
Yeah, by accident.
Nuke mine?
I might need that at some point.
What is a nuke mine?
It is exactly what it says on the tin.
You plant it and you run?
Yep.
Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I've run over a couple of them. I don't know. We'll take a look at the leveling. We're actually pretty close to one by now. So let's see. With that, I now have a bunch of weight, or a bunch of free weight.
Daisy.
Means a lot to me that you made the library a safe place.
You know, you can tell that woman's well read. You know
Now you're here
why?
to trade
She, speaks
see what you got.
like it.
all the supplies money or violence can buy.
And
You
I
know,
have plenty of both.
You know, and that just reminds me of the conversation I had with my mother.
Okay.
'Cause my mom said...
Here.
And I know I've already told you this, but, people can be entertained. My mom told me that... nice B, man. Yes, she has a suit. She dresses above her pay grade.
Mm-hmm.
But no, my mother said that Donald Trump reads.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, no, he doesn't. She's like, well, you can't know that. It's not like you know him. And I was like, well, I don't have to know him. As a point of fact, I don't need to know him. He speaks like a dumb third grader who never read the books he's writing book reports on, and he just talks in circles and goes off on tangents. And I do that, but that's usually because I've been drinking and I'm tired. So, Oh yeah, but Donald Trump only reads what's about him in the newspaper. Well, at least he looks at the pictures. But he minimally reads, and if at all, he said himself that he doesn't like to read. And I point all of this out to my mom, and she's like, "Well, you can't know that he doesn't read, Mom. I can tell you read. How can you tell that?" I'm like, "You speak like someone who reads.
I think we'll go in.
When you read, you speak.
Mm-hmm. That it changes the way you speak.
Your pattern of speech changes. Okay, and anybody who reads a lot, you can tell by their verbiage, what they're saying, the fact that they can tell a coherent story.
Mm-hmm.
They can follow lines of thought and reasoning. But
Buddy, give me beer.
Buddy.
Thanks again for pulling that.
B-Man, I have a hard time believing that you don't read, and that you forgot how to read a long time ago. But
You need some chems?
if you say
I'll
that's
take a
so,
beer.
Old and refreshing.
Yes, buddy, give me some lager or pale. Functionally, they're the same. Just, flavor. I'm not really a fan of either. But I think lagers are supposed to be served warm.
lagers are, I believe, darker and can be taken warm at room temperature.
Well, okay then.
Okay, B-Man.
So-
You're right. I don't know the story.
We'll leave the loggers here then, and take the pale ale. Hey Stifler, how's the pale ale? All right. Hey, fluffy cat.
Always better than the stout.
I think we might give Eddie's piece to.
Sure, B-Man.
We would
Love to know the story.
We might give Eddie's piece to Nick. Maybe name it Jennifer.
Yeah, that could work. Sit, rascal.
Such a peaceful music.
Yeah, we wonder why it sits there and starts putting you to sleep when you're...
I'm tired.
Yeah, when you're tired.
So Drummer Boy is going to run up to us any second now. Okay, might be a little bit lost.
Maybe he's elsewhere.
You from
Tom!
Tinker Tom.
Everyone's all, you've been hitting the chems way too hard. But I got my eyes open. I see. Hey, you keep placing MILAs, and I'll keep paying you. I know another building that could use a MILA.
What are you even doing this for? I've
But
forgotten.
Here to check out the latest and greatest. That's good.
Anything new from MILA?
Him's like a glowing one in a crater, soaking up all the data from MILA's cameras. The atmospheric sensors haven't picked up anything yet, but give it time.
I gotta go.
Right you are.
Had enough of your craziness.
Okay, Tinker
Des,
Tom.
how you doing?
Isn't glamorous, but it's still important.
Okay,
work.
when she sits there and she
Since
lights
our
up her
runners can't move
cigarette,
since
Mm-hmm.
safely
watch
out of
her
the tunnel,
hand when
the
she
whole
drops it.
organization is paralyzed.
Oh heck, her fingers are going through her pants.
Well, yes, but when she has a cigarette in her hand,
They've got
she
2 more
she
sentences.
drops it.
I don't want to lose
The cigarette moves from her finger to the middle of her hand, and it looks like the middle of her hand is now smoking.
Heads up.
Okay.
Tom's got more
Kind of.
goodies in stock. Check with him. You really walk the freedom trail. By yourself.
It wasn't that hard.
Well, I got 2 legs,
Damn
so
it.
I, move
Losing Augusta
forward.
is a real blow. Not your fault, I know.
Desdemona.
I don't want to talk about Blackbird. Carrington is sure to give me an earful about it.
Sorry, Tinker Tom's got me doing something.
A thing. Oh wait, you're not Tinker Tom.
Bet you never met a since before glory.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
I hope to God the Institute doesn't find us here. At least not soon.
I'm very busy. Unless you need my medical expertise, please bother someone else.
Hear anything, Doc?
Got nothing. Sorry. Just trying to practice medicine.
B-Man, if this story is true, then how are you watching this?
Not today.
All right. Excuse me.
Let's see. So we got to
Synthetic eyes?
Ooh, B-Man is part synth.
I'm not judging. Okay, so I'm seeing on Amazon the fact that you have that Daddy's Home, and I'm looking at the Mr. Chuckles on the left. What's his name? Don't remember his name. Anyway, I look at him and I'm okay, B-Man. Whatever you say, man. But yeah, on the left you have a comic actor, and then on the other side you have another guy who I know I've seen him, but I think I've only seen him in like the made-for-TV movies, and I don't remember what his name is, which kind of bothers me. Anyway,
Anyway, you were saying.
Anyway, and I look at him and I'm like, but every time I think I've seen him, he's always in like the good guy who wants to date the girl kind of situation. That's his character. So him being the bad boy is just kind of hard for me to swallow.
Somewhere I lost the narrative thread.
It was about the banner on that
Oh,
page.
okay, yeah. Sorry, I was thinking when we were at one point looking at something about Archer and then, streaming and the game and everything, I was like...
See, this is what happens when you sit there and you try to split yourself too far.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about that.
In the meantime, we're going to go set up a MILA and kill some people.
Yay! Such simple things.
And, kill a bunch of raiders, who are going to be ridiculously weak because...
of the location.
Yeah, because they are all set based on the first time I came through here. Which means they are...
So they never go higher than that?
They can if you're going inside a building.
Uh-huh. I see.
Which, leads to some really weird things, but generally speaking, they'll be...
Yeah, B-Man in general, I agree murder is bad, but in gameplay, murder is necessary. So, I mean, there is that.
Oh, hello, Raider Scaver.
Did you give Nick the new,
No,
handgun?
he just picked up his own thing.
Oh. Bloody mess. Unless they're subhuman raiders. Murder is bad, otherwise.
Generally in agreement.
Well, it's even worse when somebody hears you talking about something that's some hypothetical
Yeah.
murder, and, you're like, ah, shit.
Yeah. Now I just sound like a complete madman.
Now I just sound like a lunatic. This could get me into trouble. I get into more trouble that way, I swear. Huh?
Splat goes the raider.
Watch out for the trigger thing up there on the floor.
And I just got a clothes hanger.
Oh, good! Backyard abortion.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be the first time, but for Archer, but ooh, the enemy is named Clutch. We have a named enemy in here. Which means they usually have something something cool.
At least interesting. Okay.
There we go.
Please don't be ferals again.
I don't think that a feral would be shooting at you.
Yeah,
they would be trying to eat your face off.
That is actually pretty much clue number one that you're not dealing with feral ghouls. If they're handling weapons or using tools.
Yeah. Chances of them being I almost feel bad for these
raiders.
Almost.
I mean, we are basically the terror that they tell stories about.
I am the terror who flaps in the night.
Darkwing Duck. Because that was the shit.
That was the shit.
You cannot tell me the Darkwing Duck was not the shit.
Darkwing Duck was amazing. Who puts weapon rounds in a? Who puts bullets in a fucking? Seriously.
Oh.
You know.
You're tough.
Yeah.
Did not know Nancy had wings. Mutant streamer, good diversity.
What the fuck was that?
Hey, come on. I am
technical document.
Cyborg. apparently the cyborg cannibal, right? Come on.
Who?
I'm a who. That's a fair enough statement.
Huh? Hearing shit.
Go ahead and grab a couple little bits of loot.
Did you check the other...
Ooh, there's a safe. You know, I will impress Nick more if I unlock it.
Using a terminal?
He likes it when I hack things.
Nobody.
You say nobody? I'll give it a shot.
Nope.
Which means it's not Nathan or Nation. Closes is closer. How about Cavets? Or Cavett? No, Cavett is yet...
Covers. Down.
Ah, there it is. No. Carpet.
Ah!
Through.
It
Totally.
matches the drapes.
Unless you have hardwood floors.
Well, I was just talking about interior design.
So was I.
See,
What?
Valentine liked that. All right, now
See,
back to
I
the
always
murder.
wanted to be born with a silver spoon in my mouth.
Not as long as it's not pewter, because then you start having lead leak in.
As I said, silver.
Light him up!
Ooh, squirrel on a stick.
I just stole...
You know something that squirrel on a stick has to be covered in blood. Well, I guess we don't care, do we?
What made you think that throwing a grenade and then immediately running in here was a good idea? Oh well.
Well, he's using a switchblade.
I guess he really didn't have any other option. I love there's dinner fork
back.
and a thing of canned dog food right there. They're like, "Yep, this is our next dinner."
Hey. Pilsner bottle. Ooh, honey. You have to go back and look at the table because I think there might have been beer on it.
Yeah, the whole thing with squirrels just reminds me.
Squirrels.
Yeah, squirrel and stick just reminds me of my brother shooting squirrels at one point when we moved to a new state, and just opening the freezer to see the little squirrel bodies with their little paws sticking straight up in the air. Skinned, by the way. Just to add...
Your brother was weird.
Well,
Your brother still is weird.
Yeah, I mean, he was planning to eat the squirrels. It's like one of those things where he never got around to it.
You know, I that really suggests that your brother has like this fixation on squirrel meat. I must have squirrel meat, so I will go out and I will hunt me some squirrels and then never eat them.
Well, I mean, he tried to chase down a turkey, and that didn't work out.
He also chased down
a deer.
A deer, yes.
In his truck. And,
See, I was right. There was beer.
You're right, there was beer. I'm gonna drink a beer.
Yay! Squirrel murder is good and pure. We saw an eagle last weekend.
Or a hawk.
Yeah, hawk, eagle, bird of prey. How about that?
Yeah.
We saw a bird of prey catch a squirrel, and then a child started shrieking that this bird of prey was an owl. When it obviously was daylight, and it was obviously not an owl, and I looked over at the kid and said, "It's a hawk." And he's like, "No, it's an owl!" And he starts screaming, and the bird flew away without taking its prey, its kill. And I was just like, I feel fucking bad.
Yeah, because like, obviously he worked hard.
We watched it.
Yeah.
I was impressed, and he tried to take it with him, but he didn't get a good grasp on it when he fled because screaming child. I would have left too.
Yeah. And then we're sitting there.
If I had wings, I'd have flown away.
Yep. Well,
Okay, B-Man, see you later.
It's good to have you here. Beer bottle. Okay, these are just bottles.
Did you check the yellow,
I did not yet. There's a teddy bear with the fragmentation grenades. Ah, and here's where the MILA goes. I think he's got to be running out of MILAs at this point.
I hope so.
But we'll go ahead and do a little save and